Hello friends, this is Hedda. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my July Plan With Me video. In this video, I'll be setting up my bullet journal spreads for July. But first, let me show you the printables that I made for my patrons. When I say printables, I mean files that you can print out at home. So I make both PNGs and PDFs, and you can just print them out on a regular printer or on sticker paper like I have done here. I've printed them on matte label paper. You can print as many as you want or pick and choose which parts of the journaling kit you want to print out, and I make a new one every month, and every month I make them for the next 2 months. So I've made a July and an August version of these. I've also made physical stickers that I've sent out to my patrons in the mail. And this time I made a bonus sticker sheet and a bonus vinyl sticker because I was a little bit delayed with sending them out. So I thought it was only fair to give them something a little extra. So I'm going to be creating my July spreads using this pirate and mermaid theme, and I'm really excited to show you. Now we are like 2/3 through July already, so my July spreads are looking a little bit different than usual. Instead of planning ahead for the month, there's going to be some planner spreads like normal, but most of my weekly spreads are going to be recaps of July, like a look back at July and what's been going on, more of like a diary style. I'm not going to show you those spreads in this video though, so this video is going to focus on the regular bullet journal spreads and a weekly spread as well for the 4th week of July. I've also made a weekly spread for the 5th week, and I'm going to be posting that as a short, so keep an eye out for that. But I'll be posting pictures of the other spreads over on my Instagram as well. So we're going to start with the cover page as usual, and this time, because we are over 3 weeks into July, I made a smaller calendar on the right side, and then the left side is going to be the cover page for July. Instead of using a fine liner for the calendar like I normally would, I'm using these Crayola washable markers. These come in both like the thick cone shaped ones and also a thinner version. These are the thin ones. I have both and I like them a lot. So I used a lighter brown for the grid and then a darker brown for the numbers. And then for the cover page, it did take me a while to figure out the composition of the collage that I wanted to create. I wanted to use this sticker of the mermaid and the pirate kissing underwater because I thought it was so romantic. And the whole idea behind this journaling kit is this love story between the pirate captain and this mermaid, so I thought it was only fitting to have them on the cover page as well. I actually didn't use that much different stationery for this whole setup, but I used these washi tapes that one of you guys sent me in the mail. Actually, one of them has this kind of old-fashioned nautical map, and there's one with like old style cursive writing. And then I used a little bit of washi paper from Paper Monogatari, and I think that those neutral tones worked really well for this theme in particular because of the bright colors of the mermaids. I definitely struggle a lot with like turquoise, teal colors like that, so having it combined with softer neutrals really helped me out because it didn't make it so bright. So when I compare this to mermaid themes I've done in the past, I actually like this one a lot more because it is a little bit more muted, and the mermaids really get to shine because they are a pop of color in between all of the more neutral like brown and beige tones. As always, I used my little X-Acto knife trick here. I placed the washi tape down on the paper, and then I used my X-Acto knife to cut out parts of the washi tape so that it looks like it's coming from like behind the calendar. I love doing this, and as long as you use a very light hand, it's not gonna cut through the paper, even with really thin paper like this. I mean, I have failed in the past, but this time I did not. For my stickers, I alternated using scissors and using an X-Acto knife to cut out the stickers. It really depended on the shape and how my hand felt. If you guys have been following me for a while, you will know that I have struggled with an inflammation in my wrist for a very long time, and sometimes cutting with scissors a lot puts a strain on my wrist. So I try not to do like the same motion over and over again for a long time because of that. I really should have a cutting machine, but there's just nowhere to put it. I don't have room for something like that. The water, like the blue water paper that you see here, is from Paper Monogatari. It was part of her summer collection last year, I think, or the year before. I'm not quite sure. This frame sticker is from a sticker pack that I bought in Japan ages ago. And the little circle stickers, I think one of you guys sent them to me in a pen pal letter. I've had them for a long time, and I am just trying to use what I already have. I already made the stationery, like the secondhand stationery boxes that I mentioned. I think it was in my previous video or in the reading journal video. I can't remember exactly which video I was talking about it, but I made a little form, posted it on Instagram, and anyone who was interested could apply. And I put together 18 boxes. There were almost 100 people who replied to the form, so I just had to kind of go from the top and email people and ask them if they wanted one still. And it was a big job putting them together, but I'm really happy that I did it. Looking at my art studio, like my office space, I can't really see that it has like made a dent, but that is a problem for me, I guess. I cut out an obscene amount of fish for this setup. I drew so many fish for the journaling kit, and I had so much fun doing it. I even made a fish pattern, and it was so much fun. Fish are just so cool. I love drawing fish. So I don't know, maybe I should do more of that. Took forever to cut them out though, so sorry to all of my patrons who had to cut out a lot of fish. For some final details, I used these star stickers that I added on the printables and also on the physical stickers as these little extra detail stickers. I love making tiny stars or hearts or sparkle stickers like that. I just think that it really completes the sticker sheets. So that's it for the cover page. Now we can move on to the next spread, and this is going to be my main planning spread for July. Now I know there are only like 2 weeks left of July, but that doesn't mean I don't need planning, because I actually need it more than ever. It's almost time to announce the advent calendars for this year, so I have a lot of stuff to do in relation to that. That is my biggest project of the year, and I'm making a few changes this year to make it a little bit easier on myself and on my body, because last year was pretty bad for me and it took me months to kind of get back on track after that, and I don't want that to happen this year. I actually think it's gonna be better than ever before, so I'm very excited about that. It's gonna cost me a lot more, so I don't know about a potential price increase. Hopefully not very much, because I don't really like to raise my prices at all. But I think that if you guys know that you are getting a better product, then maybe it will be okay. But I'll talk a lot more about the advent calendar at a later time. Of course, I won't be able to shut up about it, so we'll just keep it like this for now, and we can talk about this spread instead. So I went back to a layout that I've done a few times before. It is very like loose and flowy, almost a little bit messy, I guess. I have kind of split the left page into 4 sections. 2 sections for writing and then 2 sections for decoration. This is how I like to think about my spreads, like splitting it up into sections. So I have like 2 columns, and then I split each column into 2 as well. I'm not sure it makes sense to you guys the way that I'm explaining it, but with the visual you can kind of see what I'm talking about, right? So in the top left section I have a little July calendar. Since I have the big calendar on the cover page, I thought it would be helpful useful to have a little calendar on the spread. And then I have a this month section in the top right, and this is where I kind of put my focus of the month or goals, stuff like that. And then I have one section for projects because I think I want to try to sort my tasks list into like projects and then other tasks. So a project could be like first quarter reading journal video. That's a video project. So that will be a project. Or the Patreon printables, that will be a project. And then for tasks, it can be stuff like hang a shelf on the wall or host a movie night. Not that that's really a task though, that's a bad example. Something I need to like figure out or do that isn't related to a project necessarily. And then I have a section for social media, which is not very big, so I don't know how helpful it's going to be, but it could be fun. I also made a little section for reading, which is definitely purely for fun. I thought I could print out the book covers of the books that I'm reading in July, although I'm not sure it's going to be more than one because I'm reading a really long book. But we'll see. I'm really happy that I printed out the journaling kit on label paper this time so that I didn't have to glue everything down with my glue stick, because I still haven't been able to buy more glue tape, although I really need to do that soon. So I've just been relying on my glue stick for all of the washi paper, but for the printable journaling kit, the label paper really was a big save for me. I used the same stars to kind of make little details here and there as before, and then I also used a very thin fine liner to make little squiggly lines here and there just for some added detail. I just like doing little stuff like that. So now we can move on to the final spread in this video, which is going to be a weekly spread, and this is not for the first week of July. This is actually for the 4th week of July, because for the first 3 weeks of July I'm doing more like recap diary style spreads. I've made one of them already and I'm really happy with how it came out, so I'm excited to show you over on Instagram most likely, because I don't think I'll be filming the process necessarily. So for this weekly spread I decided to keep it very simple, so I've split each page into columns. This seems to be a common occurrence in this setup. And then I have just decoration on the outer edges and then daily sections in the middle. I also have a little task list in the top right corner, which I think is very useful to have in a weekly spread. And then I am decorating the spread with 2 of the mermaids. I tried to keep the spread kind of balanced so that one mermaid is in the bottom right and then the other one is kind of towards the top left. She is very long though, the one on the left, so she kind of covered the entire page really. I also cut out a bunch of fish for this one. And to make it seem like they were underwater, I wanted to use a lot of the kind of water pattern washi paper from Paper Monogatari, but I didn't have that much left because when you get her paper sets, you only get 1 sheet of each, and I had used almost all of it, and I thought, how can I make it stretch further? So I decided to make smaller, like slimmer sections, and then kind of just glued them a little bit here and there, and then I'm alternating with the other washi paper that has like the old cursive writing on it, and this way I get a little bit of that pirate vibe as well, and not just mermaids, because this spread doesn't have any pirates on it, only mermaids. I actually thought this was pretty clever. I'm very happy with myself and this idea. And then I also glued down a bunch of fish just to make it feel like it was underwater, but without it being too heavy or overwhelming. I think that the way that I've set up my July spreads was a good solution to the problem I was having, which was I was extremely late with making the spread. Honestly, I had other priorities than setting up my bullet journal. You might notice that the background in my video is different than normal. It is a different desk. That is because my boyfriend has moved in, so now we live together, and we didn't have room for both of our desks in the office, so we switched out my desk for his because it is bigger, so we have room for for more stuff. So I have been focusing on him moving in, getting the apartment ready for him to move in. I also did a little shop update with some mystery grab bags. I still have a few left. I did make a few extra actually. So if you want to check those out, go over to my shop. And oh, I also injured my ankle, so I haven't been walking properly for the past week, and it's a whole thing. So lots of things happening at the moment, and I just couldn't get the July spreads out in time. My patrons have had access to the journaling kit for a few weeks though, and I've really enjoyed seeing how they've been using it in their own spreads. So that's been really fun. But yeah, this is it for my July setup for now. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It is a little bit shorter than normal. I'm sorry about that, but at least it's here. I hope you enjoyed the setup. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Check out the links in the description box. I have links to all my socials, my Patreon, my shop, and all of that stuff. And I'll see you again very soon. I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!